Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're peeling back the layers on the 2025 Mustang, and trust me, there's more lurking under that hood than you'd expect. What if I told you Ford's base EcoBoost hides a dark side? The 2.3-litre four-cylinder pumps out a respectable 315 horsepower, but it's the whispers about the GTD concept that have enthusiasts buzzing. Reports suggest an 815 horsepower, track-only monster with a carbon fiber drive shaft and Brembo brakes, an undercover supercar cloaked in pony car skin, and that's just the start. Limited to exactly 1,965 units, the 60th anniversary edition feels like a rolling time capsule. On the outside, you've got 20-inch wheels with red-anodized center caps and subtle badging that screams heritage. Slip inside and the digital gauge cluster transforms into a perfect replica of a 67 Dash. According to insiders, special suspension tweaks make this edition surprisingly nimble, proof that nostalgia doesn't have to sacrifice performance. You might think digital tech can't capture analog soul, but the Mustang's 12.4-inch gauge cluster begs to differ. With a tap, you switch from full color graphs to a vintage speedo and tachometer straight out of Detroit's golden age. And if you really want to steal the show at your next meet, hit the remote rev button on your key fob. It'll fire up the V8 from across the lot. It's cheeky, fun, and a clever nod to good old American bravado. Of course, no legend is perfect. Some fans gripe that the interior plastics feel budget grade compared to rivals, and the touchscreen-only HVC controls can be a frustrating distraction. Traditionalists still howl about slapping the Mustang name on an EV, looking at you, Mach-E, and online forums have lit up with debates over shifting to menus instead of knobs. Yet for every complaint, there's someone willing to forgive because, at its core, a Mustang still rumbles like no other. Speaking of cost, here's where it gets real. Mid-year, Ford quietly added a $2,000 tariff adjustment to Mexico-built models. No fanfare, no press release, just a price hike that landed in billing statements. It's a reminder that sticker shock isn't limited to horsepower numbers. Still, when you flip that drive mode paddle or bury the throttle, the thrill often outweighs the extra 0 or 2 on the window sticker. On the circuit, the real magic happens. The dark horse, with its 500 horsepower V8, rockets to 60 miles per hour in a blistering 4.1 seconds, marginally faster than the standard GT's 4.2. Thanks to uprated suspension and Brembo stoppers. And let's not forget the rumored GTD, whispered to boast 815 horses and aero bits borrowed from Ford's race cars. It's the kind of engineering flex that turns heads on any track day. But raw speed is only half the story. What about your everyday drive? The four-cylinder EcoBoost happily sips fuel, hitting up to 33 miles per gallon on the highway. Even the V8 isn't a total gas guzzler, averaging around 24 miles per gallon with the manual gearbox. Contrast that growl with a Tesla's silent surge, smooth, instant torque, zero tailpipe, but you lose that visceral soundtrack. Some believe EVs will eclipse the Mustang's appeal, yet few can replicate the emotional thrill of a rumbling V8. Here's something even gearheads sometimes miss. Ford ditched its live rear axle years ago in favor of an independent rear suspension. That switch shaved precious tenths off lap times and unlocked handling precision most pony cars only dreamed of. Under the hood, the aluminum block Coyote V8 uses a canted valve layout for higher revs and a forged steel crank for bulletproof durability. But the Mustang's true magic shines in the aftermarket sphere. From Whipple superchargers pushing 800 plus horsepower on pump gas to RTR wide-body kits that transform aggression into art. The customization scene is a massive playground. Some tuners have coaxed over 1,000 horsepower out of the stock block, proof that with the right mods, a Mustang can outrun almost anything on the street or strip. Don't overlook the safety upgrades. Ford's Co-Pilot 360 brings adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking to a muscle car. Plus, Mustang Week events draw tens of thousands of fans every year. And if you think this is the end of the story, think again. Rumors swirl about a hybrid Mustang that pairs a turbocharged four-cylinder with a rear-mounted electric motor for instant torque to all four wheels. Leaked patents hint at active aero and adaptive dampers that adjust in real time. According to insiders, Ford's electric Mustang might hit showrooms by 2027, blending heritage-roaring V8 notes with next-level electrification. From hidden power plants to surprise price hikes, From track demons to whisper-quiet EV threats, the 2025 Mustang is a wild mashup of heritage and high stakes. Which secret revved you up the most? Drop your pick in the comments and buckle up, because if history repeats, the next chapter could be even more electrifying.